Welcome to Shallow Waters, where we're not afraid to admit that swimming in the same deep water as you is hard. So, where do I start this week? Oh my goodness. So, I started my YouTube channel last week, about a week and a half ago. And since then, I've had a massive family emergency. Somebody in my family was sick. I don't want to go into it too much because it is not my personal story, it is theirs. But needless to say, that's all I've been doing lately. And I did not have time to do this or anything related to really my personal life. So that is fine by me. But I'm pretty exhausted right now. I probably look it. And I'm pretty messy. And I thought it would be fun just to do a get ready with me and get caught up on some of the wild and crazy things that have been going through my head over the past few days while I've been living a very different lifestyle than I'm used to. So here we go. So I'm feeling very much like I have the typical haircut of a 12-year-old boy in 1970. So I do apologize for being a little disheveled. That actually is good. I got this with my CVS bucks the other day. It is a pineapple. It's a type of lip balm from Physicians Formula, and they were having a sale. And then I also had CVS bucks. So this morning I did wash my hair, so that's great. It is clean. So this is my cleaned and conditioned hair. I did use Malibu C Undo Goo Clarifying Shampoo, and then I used the Remedy for Fine Hair by Overtone, which is their non-colored conditioner. And finally, I did put in a little bit of Curlsmith Bouncy foam and the Curlsmith Hydro Style Flexi Jelly. That's my favorite gel because it is very lightweight. And right now, though, my hair did dry to my scalp because I let it air dry. So this is air dried hair. And my goal right now is to actually get a little bit more volume and less scalp showing, because you can see with my low density hair, unless I put some products in, we get to see my scalp. So I'm going to start off with the Innersense Refresh. It is a foam. So I'll show you how that works. It's pretty liquidy. It's pretty wet. I'm going to emulsify it in my hands. And then I'm going to go in at the root and just put it in where my roots are. And basically re-wet them. The nice thing about this particular product, it is a dry shampoo. So I'm not really using it the way it was intended. You're supposed to use it on dirty hair, and my hair is clean. But it dries to a powder. So that is nice, but it goes on as a very wet foam. And I'm being a little more generous than I'd normally be with it right now because I feel like I need that much help with this mop of hair so that I don't look like a teenage boy from 1970. So there we go, there. The next thing that I'm going to do is I have Morning After Redefining foam, and I'm going to use that on my mids and ends. I'm not going to be quite as generous because I actually like how my hair looks for the most part. I just want a little more volume. So I put about 1.5 squirts of that. Again, also emulsifying and just very gently going in and kind of scrunching it through my hair and then fluffing it at the roots for a little more volume. And please forgive me for squinting at you all the time. All right. The next step that I'm going to do is take some toothpaste off of my hair dryer. Not sure why it's on there. That's pretty funny. How did toothpaste get on my hair dryer? How did these things happen? A mysterious life. So I did splurge about, what, a month or two ago when the Shark first came out. I've been saving up for a Dyson. Dysons are kind of crazy expensive, and I couldn't justify the price. When this came out, it seemed like it would be a knockoff of the Dyson, but the reviews started coming out that it was somebody taking the Dyson and kind of improving upon the idea. And so this is basically like the new and improved Dyson, and it's half the price. Still way more expensive than I'd ever spend on a blow dryer normally, but it has been proving to be worth it. So I'm gonna turn it on. It is a little loud, but not nearly as loud as your standard blow dryer, so get to experience a little of that with me. And so what I'm gonna do now is try to dry my roots. I can see you now. Couldn't see you through my flop of bangs there. I kind of look like Boober from the Fraggles. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember that. But again, my goal is to make my hair pretty much as fluffy as I can without looking like I'm from 1987. Some of you remember me from 1987. There was some big hair. So that is what I'm doing now. And I apologize if I haven't sped this up and it's in real time, because you're experiencing it along with me. And then one of my big goals, again, is getting it off my scalp. If any of you have thick, dense heads of hair, count your blessings. For those of you like me that have little fluffy clouds of hair, count your blessings. They all have their good and bad points. Mine is always soft. It's like little spun pieces of silk that just float in the air. This looks very promising, like I could do something with it. So let's see. Ooh, I do think I could do something with this fluffy head of hair of mine. Oh, I'm liking where this might go. All right, I am happy with that. So I hope that you are too. And if you'll stay with me, we can talk more while I put some makeup on. And maybe wake up a little before picking up my boys at the end of the weekend. So the first thing that I'm going to do is try out a new product. I have not yet tried. I recently put in an order at Shop Missy. Everything there is like just a few bucks. Usually it's anywhere between $1 and $3. The products do tend to be a little bit smaller, but a portion of the proceeds go to charity. Offhand, I'm thinking this one looks the most promising tone-wise, and this is the Buff by Prowear, which goes to the charity Paw Animals Against Abuse. So let's see if that looks good. Once it comes out of the tube, do a little color test. It may actually be a little light. Oh, I hear my little friend. He's watching Jurassic Park. This is hard to get out of the tube. All right. So let's see. Let's give it a try. It's a little more full coverage than I usually wear, but it's fun to try new things. So I am thinking it's a little on the light side for me. There is a possibility that it will oxidize and be a great color. Or I may end up deciding I have to mix it with other things, or it's the wrong color for me, but it literally was $1.99 and it came in the mail in a few days, so I don't think it was a bad thing to play with. The entertainment value alone has been worth the $1.99 at this point. And I do like to go over my eyelids with foundation. I know that's a little controversial. Just in case there's a line, I'll just blend it out. And I still have a little bit on my hand. And it is oxidizing, actually. Oxidizing quite a bit. It actually looks, I don't know if you can see that, a little bit orangey. All right, so that is step one. And then what I would like to do is actually some eyes. I'm going to use the Maybelline Blush Nudes. This is one of my favorite recent finds. I swear it's a palette right out of the 90s. I'm going to take this color here. Just, I can get my hair out of my face. Put it kind of on my crease and a little bit above and blend. And then I'm going to take this flat brush and take the silvery green and pack that on my lid. I'm going for a very light look today. I'm not going really anywhere. If I go anywhere, it's to pick the boys up. And if I'm still tired, I may opt to ask my ex to bring them here. He seems like he might be in a helpful mood for that, so that might be in the cards. I'm also thinking that I'm going to take this darker, more khaki green and blend it on the corners. And again, I'm going for a very natural look today. This is one of my favorite palettes for that because it gives you a real washed out, almost watercolor finish, which I think is just lovely, although it's not what's in right now. So there's that. My next move is to do a quick peek in here and see if my favorite eyebrow pencil is in here. It doesn't appear to be, but my second favorite eyebrow pencil, which is the LA Looks I used last time, is. So we will kind of trace where my eyebrows might be if I were somebody with a fuller set of eyebrows. And then I just take a peek. At where it's interesting that that particular part of my body has a little bit more skin pigment because there aren't any hairs. But now I try to make it look like hairs. And then I will take the E.L.F. Eyebrow Kit, which is again like a pomade and powder together. This is the one I think in blonde, no, ash. In ash, and I will just quickly fill it in. Again, this isn't the perfect shade. It's a little light. But unfortunately, the other one is a little dark. And when I go a little dark, it looks ridiculous. Whereas when I go a little light, it's not perfect, but I can almost get away with it. I'm going to take the powder and just put a little bit on to get it to stay. So there's the eyebrows. And then I think I'm going to look for some eyeliner. Sorry if I look down. Oh, I totally missed there. We're going to have a very big eyeliner look. Note to self, when using your phone as a mirror, be careful. Good save. Okay, that looks more like what I was trying to do in the first place. Now to just try to get them to look similar. Okay, we're gonna call that good enough. It is Sunday and I haven't been sleeping. So sometimes you gotta give yourself grace. It's not gonna come out perfect. And that's okay. And for whatever reason, I cannot find the mascara that I want. So I will just go in with this, which is the Thrive Cosmeceuticals Lash Extensions. Not horrible, but nothing to write home about either. And I did just see the blush I wanted to wear. So where did that go? Did it just fall way down underneath? Oh no, I pulled it out already. I was prepared and I didn't think I was. So this is the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty. Yes, it is a name brand. I use a lot of drugstore, but this one I did get, and I would say it was worth it. It's a really beautiful color. It is, I'm a warm delicate, and it is, I think, a warm delicate color, so it suits me, so it was worth the extra penny, but it was an extra penny. I hear you, Mr. Ted. Sir Tedwind, Sir Tedwind. And I'm looking for my little teeny baby sponge. It decided to go a-hiding on me. Oh, baby sponge, where did you go? This is sad. I have a see-through bag just so I don't have this happen. I can find things, and yet I'm still losing them because I put it in the wrong bag. That's why, because I'm sleepy. And I just stuck my finger in it. Because I'm sleepy. Oh man, this was a week and a half. Well, it was a week. It wasn't a week and a half. It felt like a week and a half. It was a lot of intense emotions. I've realized that I do have a gift of putting up with shit, which is an interesting gift. I'm not sure if I should continue to hone this gift or I should try to learn new skills, because there's a lot of other skills in life I don't have, but putting up with shit, definitely nailed that one. I have like got that one down. And I can definitely keep going even when I think I can't. I don't think I announced the last two things I used. This was, again, the E.L.F. Putty Bronzer, which is my favorite. It's had mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. Mine is the shade, I believe, Feelin' Shady. That is the shade. And this is a brand new thing from Shop Miss A. And it is the Special Day Lip Crayon. And it's from AOA. I forget what the name of the color is. I think it was on the piece of plastic that I took off. I might be able to find that out for you, but I thought it would look good with this eye color and just look very natural, and I think that was the right call. It does indeed. It's a special day. And I have a lot of eyeliner on my finger, which I'm going to try to get off. Oh, I'm going to have to edit the heck out of this if I decide to publish it, because there ain't nothing going on here yet. And maybe just a little eye brightening. This is the Becca one, which at first I thought I liked the other one better, because this one almost looks like an under eye highlighter. It's very sparkly, but there's something about it. There's something about this particular one that is kind of cool. I think it just brightens your face. I don't think it just brightens your under eye. I don't know if I step back, if you agree. Does my face look a little brighter? I think it might. And my final step is the Innisfree powder. Thank you, Nikki Marie, for letting me know about this. It's amazing. And then the most important spot, because I am perpetually shiny and strange between my eyebrows and under my nose. I don't like putting powder all over my face, then I look powdery. And I'm already pale enough, especially once I hide my rosacea. My rosacea gives me almost all my coloring, so once I hide it, I'm a pale freak. And let's see if we can fluff up the hair. We can get the bangs out of the eyes. And give you a finished look, which I know this is not a fancy look. I'm not pretending that it's a fancy look. It was just something to do at the end of a very, very, very long day where I was extremely exhausted. I just wanted to do something to feel good and to reconnect with friends. So I hope that this succeeded in that. I've had so many things on my mind. I thought I'd be sharing them with you today. And to be honest with you, my brain went offline completely during this process. I am, I think, too tired to go into some of the deeper stuff that's been circulating in there, percolating in there, but I think that'll come in time. I would ask that you hold the people in your life that are dear to you close, that you don't take your health for granted, that you don't take the health of your loved ones for granted, and that you're as kind as you can be to people when you have the opportunity. You never know what tomorrow or the next hour will bring, and to count all your blessings when you're able to. And when you need a good cry for 5 or 10 minutes, have a good cry. I've had a few of those myself. If you need a few minutes to be butthurt, have a few minutes to be butthurt, and then hitch up your big girl panties and move along. But it's okay to have your feelings, and it's okay to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. And thank you for being here with me. Well, I took a few minutes just to regroup and unwind and take a few moments just to pamper myself and feel a little more human. So thank you. Have a great day. Thanks for coming to Shallow Waters.